Hello everyone, my name is Sean Wilson and I'm a technician with the Rowan 3D Printing Club. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make this lovely heart charm for a bracelet using Onshape. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is sign on to Onshape. If you don't have Onshape, it's a free program, so you just go on and you log in with an email. And we're going to go over to the Create button and click on Document. And we're going to name this Valentine's Heart Charm. Okay, so this is the main screen. You can manipulate this plane using the right click. So if I click and hold right mouse button, spin it around. You can also do the same thing by right clicking the cube up here. You can move around using the cube, click on the corners. So we're going to want to start this sketch by drawing the heart in the top plane. So we're going to go to the sketch tool, the top left-hand corner. We're going to click on this top plane. You'll see it's highlighted right now. So I'm going to click, and now we're ready to go. Okay. So we're going to go over to our line tool, and we're going to want to make this a construction line. This is just going to be a guideline for the rest of the heart. So we're going to click construction, and we're going to draw a line out from the midpoint here. All right. Done. Then you're going to want to pick on circle. Make sure to click it back to a regular circle, not a construction circle. And we're going to draw a circle with a midpoint on this line. So hover your mouse over the line, click and drag. And we're going to make 2 of these. Okay. Awesome. We're then going to dimension these to 0.25 inches, so 1/4 inch. Awesome. Now we want these to touch to make the curves of the heart. So we're going to go right next to the dimension tool. To the right is a constraint tool. And we're going to do the click down box, and we're going to go to tangent and click each of these circles. So now they stick together. Perfect. We're now going to use another construction line to cut these circles in half, basically, to make the point of the heart. So click on the line tool, and then over to the right, click on the construction tool. And right where these 2 circles touch, we're going to take a line straight down. Awesome. We're now going to dimension this line to 1/4 inch again. So go to your dimension tool, click on your construction line, make it 0.25 inches. Now we're going to connect the circles to the point using a line. So easy way to do this is I'm going to click on the circle to the line, and then from that point to the circle again. Now the next step is to make these lines tangent to the circles again. So again, we're going to go up next to the dimension tool as your constraints. The tangent should already be up there from where we used it before. We're going to click tangent. We're going to click this line, make it tangent with this circle. Perfect. And do the same thing on the other side. So this line is tangent with this circle. Cool. Now what we want to do is we want to make this heart like hollow in the middle. So we kind of just want a 3-dimensional outline of the heart. So we're going to offset the outline of this heart and extrude it. So first we have to get rid of everything in the middle of this heart. So in the toolbar, you're going to find the icon that looks like scissors. That's the trim tool. And you're going to click on all the parts on the inside that you don't want. So this line and this line. Awesome. We're now going to use the offset tool. So right to the right of the scissors, you're going to see offset. We're going to click on that. And we're going to click on every element of the heart that we want to expand outward. So this curve, this line, and this line. All right, so let's zoom out a little bit. Right now it kind of looks like a blob. That's okay. We're going to hit enter. and you're given a dimension tool. Now, to dimension this, we're going to bring it to 0.06 inches. All right, and you're going to hit enter. Awesome, that looks great. This is small enough to fit on a bracelet, but not too small that your printer won't be able to print it. Okay, so everything here looks good. I think it's time to make this three-dimensional. We're going to click on the green check mark next to sketch 1 and click on the extrude button next to sketch. You would click on the heart. Now, right now, it's automatically going to extrude it to 1 inch. And if we rotate a little bit, we can see that that is very tall and wouldn't look good on a bracelet or anything. So we're going to change this to 0.125 inches. All right, and then we're going to hit the green check. That looks much better. Okay, and now we have our three-dimensional heart here. The next thing we're going to want to do is to round off all the edges because we don't want it to be sharp and hurt anyone who's wearing it. So we're going to use the Fillet Tool. So again, go to your toolbar and keep going right under here. It says Fillet. So we're going to click that. And then you're going to click the top and bottom faces of this heart. So not an edge, but we're going to click on the actual blue part. And you see how the entire outline is highlighted. We're going to click on the top. And then we're going to rotate underneath and do the same thing for the bottom right here. So you'll see under Fillet 1, it says face of extrude 1 and face of extrude 1. So we know we have both faces, top and bottom. Okay. You also notice that right now it's red, which means that it cannot fillet to the radius that it's automatically set to. We're going to fillet this to 0.02 inches and hit the green check mark. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, the next step is to make a loop that will allow it to be attached to a bracelet. And to make it hang nicely, we're actually going to put this on the front plane here, right? So we're going to go over to New Sketch, and we're going to click on Front Plane. Okay, and again, to help you with your sketch, click on the front on the box tool in the corner. That gives us a nice view of our workspace. Now, you're going to want to make a construction line from this point here. Drag it outward. It doesn't really matter how far. This is just to guide us along with our lines. Escape line. And then you're going to use the circle tool. So we're going to make a nice circle here. And we're going to dimension it to 0.125 inches. Perfect. Okay. And then go to the right of the dimension tool and click on the tangent constraint again. We're going to click the circle and then the construction line we just made. So that way we know the hole is lined up with the actual heart. What that also allows us to do, if we escape the tangent, is we can grab the point in the middle of the circle and move it anywhere we want it to be along this line. And so what we're going to want to do is move it just so that it's touching the edge of the heart. Now, if you want to double check where it is placement wise, you can go back and you'll see it's right on this outside edge. Okay. And then we're going to offset this circle by 0.05 inches. So next to the scissors, offset tool, click on the circle, hit enter, and we're going to make this 0.05. Perfect. Hit the green check, and we're going to extrude this. Now this is a little different than the last extrude that we did. So we just did a regular extrude last time, but if we look at this now, even if we extruded it 0.125 like we did with the heart, it looks a little goofy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go where it says blind in your extrude toolbar. We're going to click the drop down box and we're going to use symmetric. Okay, and what that does is that it extrudes it from both sides of the plane. If we look now, it looks a little too big to me. Let's just make it, let's extrude it 0.05 in each side. So that means it'll be a total of 1/10 of an inch. Let's see what that looks like. That looks a lot nicer to me. Okay. And then we're going to click the green check mark. Perfect. Now, one last step I think we need to do is to round out the edge on this loop as well. So we're going to go to the Fillet Tool. And we're going to click each edge. And again, we're going to make it 0.02. And hit the green check. And I think we're just about done. That looks perfect, guys. Now, if you're looking to export this to 3D print it or send it to the 3D printing club to print, what you're going to want to do is where it says parts right underneath your features, you're going to scroll all the way down and you're going to see part, right click on that, and then go to export. Okay, and it's going to give you these options. Name your file, make sure it's in STL format, and also make sure that when you export it, your units are in millimeter. Otherwise, it'll be a lot harder to print for us. So make sure it is in millimeter. And then you're going to click OK. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck printing.